1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Alright, I'm gonna make one more video, man. Let's see. Oh, it's only 12:30 at night. Okay, that's pretty good. I thought it was later. My roommates have scored a job at some classy drag club thing, and most of their friends come from there. In general, they're tall, with long fluffy hair, pretty boy-girl faces, great bodies, you know, skinny but not gross skinny. Wow. Alright, all the SJWs come for me, or come for this fucking character at least. This character, first, okay, let me say something. First, the character said that he finds his own body disgusting. Now he's defining what he thinks attractive is, and it's very traditional. So come and hang this guy in a fucking cross, okay? Because, God, he probably likes anime too. He probably thinks anime is sexy. Man, you better lynch this guy pretty quick, you know. And long legs. Whew, the crimes are piling up, man. The crimes, man. They dress like prostitutes or actresses from Broadway. In other words, prostitutes. Damn! Get out your ropes and your nails and everything. You better fucking crucify this guy. Hey, Nishi. I turned my head quick. First one way, the wrong way, and then the other, finally landing my eyes on Farsi. And his roommate's name was Farsi, so you better crucify me for that shit, because I named one of my characters after I'm pretty sure Farsi is the language of, like, Saudi Arabia or something like that, or one of the countries over there, I don't remember. And that's another reason to hang me, because I don't even know the name of the country that Farsi is from. So you better fucking put 2 nails in my fucking wrists, and hang me upside fucking down, so that the demons can come grab my brain out of my fucking head for all my fucking sins, you pieces of shit. Anyway, you think I can tell their voices apart, my roommates, I mean. We've been living together for 1.5 years, but still, especially when it's noisy, it's hard to tell Farsi from Zeta and Zeta from Perth. And he can't even tell his roommates apart. Crucify the motherfucker, get him. How fucking discriminatory. He can't even tell his roommates' voices apart. The only one that seems to stand out at all is Cream. And he has a roommate called Cream. How many fucking roommates does he have? 4, I guess. It sounds like Farsi, Zeta, Perth, and Cream, and him. So it's 5 of them living in one apartment. He has a slightly lower voice and a tone that just, I don't know, I can pick him out of their herd of friends. Farsi, Zeta, and Perth seem like they could be triplets. I mean, all 4 of my roommates are like their friends, tall and pretty, etc., etc. Wow, what a lack of diversity. Don't you think there's other people in the world that exist? Not just your fucking little anime perfection mannequin sphere, you pieces of shit. Blah, 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 okay? This story is so cancel-y, damn. Blah blah blah, their faces aren't identical, but they're close enough. Wow. But you know what actually, maybe this is all just being told through the point, this all is a first-person told story, so maybe all this shit is just told through the perspective of the main character, whose name is, what is it, Nushi? Maybe this is just being told through Nushi's perspective, so maybe Nushi has all these prejudices and shit, and is all like, he, interprets his roommates and their friends as all looking the same, but maybe they really don't. Maybe if we saw them all walking down the street, we'd be like, yeah, whatever, that's just a group of people, we can totally tell them apart. But maybe for him, in his little mind, he's like, no, they all look the same, because they're all hot and I'm ugly. Or whatever. Anyways. They all have the same color brown hair. Honestly, I think that's the thing that makes me think they're all triplets. Cream could make them quadruplets if he didn't have that pale yellow hair that gives him his name. Another blonde getting a name off their hair. Why doesn't Cream just go live with Sunshine, Rusty, and what his face, Peanut Butter, and none of them go by their fucking names anyway. They all go by their other names, so whatever. Nushi, god damn it, man. Snap out of it. I shut my eyes and gathered a breath so I wouldn't have to say it twice. I hear you, Farsi, what do you want? And then, before I know it, Farsi is 2 inches from my side, talking into my ear. Oh god. That's what I get for closing my eyes. Hey Nushi, come and meet my new friend. Hey, wanna? She's almost a real girl. Come on, you'll love her. Is that offensive too? You know what? Everything is offensive in here. Every fucking thing. Go back 12 years into history, go to my dorm in UC Santa Cruz, and just fucking put a bullet through my head because it's just, you know, all this shit is so fucking wrong. I backed up, feeling the wall behind my back. Good. About time I got out of standing in the middle of the room like a traffic cone. First he followed me. When I opened my eyes, there he was, looking back at me with those deep brown eyes and a grin like someone you can see bothering little children for fun. Alright, so that's not fair. He's a really nice guy, really, but at the moment, that's what he made me think of is all. Come on, just say hi. Who knows, she could turn out to be the one thing you like to eat. Ooh. And he's making fun of the fact that he's anorexic. That is disgusting. Farsi laughs. Oh, come on, just messing with you. I know you like being anorexic, but that doesn't mean you can't have a girl. I'm not anorexic, I said back. Yes, you fucking are. Anorexics want to be skinny. I don't want to be skinny, I just don't like to eat. You are really skinny, though, he said. I sighed. Yeah, but that just comes with it. Farsi shrugged. He looked at me a little more. He does that. He didn't have his bully grin anymore. He was just natural. I wanted to tell him right then, you know, Farsi, you don't need all that makeup to look good. You just look good, and you have a good heart. Are you tired? I shook my head. Only a little bit. We didn't wake you up, right? No, it's fine. Farsi nodded. Okay, I didn't think so, but, you know, just making sure. Thanks, I said. It's too early to sleep, though. Farsi nodded. Yeah, I know you don't sleep until really late. So he doesn't eat and he doesn't sleep. He's just on the road to death, it seems like. We ran out of things to say for the moment. By then, some pinky redhead, maybe like pinkish reddish hair, I guess, from a bottle, I suppose, was calling Farsi from the other side of the room. He looked over, smiling a small bit. A nice smile, I mean, the kind that makes you feel good to see it. Then he looked back at me. Guess I gotta go. He nudged me a little bit. Hey, why don't you bring your own friends over sometime? Which? He shrugged. I don't know, like Bindo or someone. Haven't you seen him in a while? I just blinked at him, shocked. He remembered my friend's name? Bindo has not been here for months. Bindo doesn't even like Farsi. The last time he was here, he didn't speak to Farsi at all. He didn't speak to anyone but me. Is he an imaginary friend? I put my hand over my stomach. You got a good heart, Farsi. Huh? He answered. Sorry, I didn't hear you. I shook my head. Never mind. You're okay though, right? I nodded. Of course. Yeah, your roommate's just anorexic and insomniac, but yeah, he's fine. He's not gonna like die or anything. He nodded too. Farsi, the pink redhead called. He laughed. Get your behind over here. He smiled at me once more and then was gone. A while later, I was sitting on the front of Cream and Zeta's bed in the living room. Farsi's pinky red-headed friend turns out to be a manicurist with bottles of paint in the pockets of his tight vinyl pants. Aren't you supposed to be using the pronouns she, her? I guess fucking Nushi isn't very politically correct. Oh, Dolly, what nice hands you got, he says to me. I smile back at him. He laughs. But maybe he doesn't identify as female. Maybe Farsi was saying she, but maybe this person doesn't actually want to be called she. Maybe this person still likes to use male pronouns, so who fuck knows. Don't look so shy. So before I know it, my nails are baby blue and wet, and I'm sitting on the foot of the bed while Farsi is off in the kitchen, sticking his tongue in the manicurist's mouth and his hands down his vinyl pants. My mind was off in space. I was too tired for the hour, but hey, could have been the company, who knows? Some people just get tired when company's around, and I guess I'm one of them. I wonder how many friends they had over. I'm kind of picturing it to be like a tiny fucking apartment, and like there's like a million friends to where like just so crowded you can't even really fucking move, you know? But I don't know, maybe they only got a couple friends over. Maybe it's okay. I guess some people just get tired when company's around, and I guess I'm one of them. Maybe you wouldn't be so tired if you fucking ate something. but I guess he hates eating. Have you tried kefir? Kefir is good if you don't want to eat, but you still want food, like something, you know? It'll settle your stomach. It'll get rid of some of that acid, you know? Just take things light. Have you heard of the Brat diet? I heard of this shit. It's bananas, rice, applesauce, and toast. That's what you're supposed to fucking eat when you feel sick to your stomach, but you still are hungry, you still want to fucking eat something. You eat that shit, and it's supposed to be like the easiest shit to digest, or some fucking bullshit. That's what I was told. Anyway. I do not look like any of the drag queens. I'm only a little shorter, but I probably look like a freak. I keep my white hair short. A little longer than crew cut, but I look bald compared to my roommates. Most of the time I shave, but sometimes not. And grow a little muzzle of white hair. He's all white, all towhead, huh? I don't think he's very old. I don't think he's old enough to be going white yet, but that would be funny if he was like, yeah, secretly I'm like 67 years old, you know? I just didn't say that yet. But I'm just not, I don't think so. I was shaven tonight, too hard actually. I had 2 cuts, one on each side of my upper lip. Ugh, that sounds awful. I'd probably pick at that shit forever. My eyes, oh, here we go. My eyes are hazel, my skin is pale. I have a hole cut through the center of one of my ears that you can stick a nail, the nail of your pinky finger through. You know what? That's probably based on somebody in college. I think it was somebody in college. I don't remember, but I remember I met somebody that had a hole cut out of their ear because they just wanted it. They wanted like a gauge, but like, you know, most people gauge like down here where their skin is more like stretchy and everything. But they wanted a gauge up here, like in the cartilage. So they just had the person at the piercing parlor just fucking like cut a hole out of their ear. And they said that the blood was running for like 2 days or some shit like that. Something like that. I remember them saying something like that. That the blood was like running down like onto their shoulder and shit like that. That's what I remember at least. It sounded fucking nasty. All just so you can have a fucking hole in your ear. Why do you want a hole in your ear that bad? I don't know. Who knows? Who fucking knows? I'm 26. That's its own paragraph, by the way. Cream and Zeta are 24, and Perth is 20. Farsi is 27. Wow, Perth is the baby. If I was a 20-year-old and I had roommates the ages of 26, 27, and 2 people who are 24, I definitely kind of feel like, yeah, I'm a fucking baby, you know, but maybe it doesn't fucking matter, you know. My friend Bindo is 25. Alright, everybody's age out here, okay? Like we're gonna even fucking remember. He has the same kind of brown, long hair that my roommates do. Alright, everybody's got long brown hair. Great. But he's not like them. Not at all. He's shorter than me, with dark skin like mahogany except soft and smooth. Well, yeah, no shit. His eyes are pretty much black and he doesn't shave as much as I do. His nails are sharp and he has big pointy teeth, but not bucktooth or anything. You have to wait till he yawns or something to really see them, and then you notice the black color of his gums and bluish-black spot on his tongue. Wow. I used to have a lot of characters like this. They would have, like, black gums and black tongue. I don't know. I just thought that shit was cool, you know? I thought that shit was cool. I'd be like, yeah, black tongue, black gums. Like, they open their mouth and you just see all this darkness in there. I don't know. Instead of pink, you know? Thought it was cool. I have known some people with black gums and spotted tongues, but he's the only one I know with teeth like that. But you know what's funny? Black gums and spotted tongue probably sounds like they have like severe like gum disease or something. But I don't know. To me back then it sounded cool. It was like Marilyn Manson-ish or something like that. I don't know. Bindo is my best friend. ... My thoughts sort of faded away at that point. Not even wondering anymore. They were sleeping, I guess. I was just sitting on the front of the bed, with my hands rested on my thighs, staring numbly at the space in front of me. That's how I feel when I'm at work. But I know this motherfucker's worse because he's an insomniac and he's anorexic. And you know that shit will take a toll on your mind. Even before it takes a toll on your body. You might not even notice right away that it takes a toll on your body and you might be ignoring it. But that shit will take a toll on your mind. You'll start to fucking lose it. You'll start to go crazy. Your ability to regulate your emotions and your thoughts and everything. You'll get fucking hazy and it'll just fuck you up. Human beings weren't made to do like that. You're supposed to sleep and eat and have water and take care of yourself and do all this shit regularly. You start starving your body of that shit, you're gonna get fucked up, man. Anyway. In that space happened to be one of my roommate's friends, a young creature with white hair like me, with big black eyes looking into mine. Tiger-like stripes had either been painted or tattooed onto his face. Is this one of those guys from that story Platform? Those are the only characters I had that had, like, tiger stripes tattooed onto them. He was laying on the bed with me, close to the edge. Since I was at the foot with us looking at each other, his high heels were pressed to the wall by the head of the bed. He had one arm stretched out in front of him, palm up with no shirt on. I wasn't thinking about him. I wasn't even looking at him. I just had my eyes turned to the space where he lay. But suddenly he jerked sharply up, and I snapped out, or maybe into thought. He was quivering, but glaring at me, sitting up, leaning away from me. He had both arms tight against his chest, with his fingers all balled up. The hell? I just stared at him, not knowing what to do or say. He shifted away from me further and pulled his lips back in a horrible hiss. He had black gums, I noticed. Get the fuck away from me, he yelled. Is this gonna be one of those things, like a Stephen King book or something, or I can't remember what story it was, but wasn't there some story about somebody who hasn't slept in a while, and because of that, they start basically becoming like a split personality, they start doing stuff that they don't remember or have control over, and maybe they do murders or something, I don't know. I feel like this is kind of like that. Get the fuck away from me, he yelled. I was here first, I said in answer. Actually, I couldn't remember which one of us was here first, though. By now, other people were stopping their own conversations to watch us like TV. Oh yeah, because the bed was in the living room. That's funny, too. It's just like, yeah, I live in the living room. Everybody just party in my room. Talk about no fucking privacy, but whatever. You gotta do what you gotta do when resources are scarce. I'm pretty sure it was the kid drawing their attention, not me. But then again, the fact that he was yelling at me and not someone normal perhaps didn't help. Don't play dumb, he was screaming. By now, he scrambled up off the bed and backed away further. I saw you looking at me. Yeah, I did. I ain't gonna be your next meal, you little fucking snack. So he's calling him a snack, but he said, you don't eat me, but then he said, called him a snack. And you know what's really funny is, like, back when I wrote this, snack wasn't the slang word that it is now, at least not to my knowledge. Like, but nowadays, it's like, yeah, snack is supposed to mean, like, oh, you're hot, you're sexy. I fucking hate that slang word. I fucking hate it. If anybody ever calls me snack, I'm just gonna be like, but inside, I'm gonna be fucking mad. I'm just like, I'm not here for your consumption. I'm not here for you to eat. Fuck that shit. I ain't no fucking snack. Fuck you, asshole. Like, fuck, that is so insulting to me. That is so insulting. Snack, like, they're literally just saying that you exist for them to consume. Like, I could just eat you up. Oh my god, you better hope I don't fucking kill you. You know what I mean? Like, that just pisses me off so fucking much. Anyway. Which is probably how somebody else feels about me for writing this story and putting it on YouTube. And this kid is pissed at him just for looking at him. Actually, that's like nowadays, you know? Can't fucking even fucking do the slightest little thing without somebody getting mad. What? I said under my breath. From behind me, I heard Farsi laugh and say, what did you do, Nushi? Nothing. I turned around to face him. Oh, that wasn't Farsi, that was Zeta. The boy, meanwhile, was backing up even more. Even though I hadn't left the bed at all, I looked back at him, just staring more or less with this blank look on my face. I mean, what could I really do? Can you smell me, huh? He pushed it. Jeez, he was really scared. I could see the squirm of his body down his chest and stomach, under the skin, and his fast breathing. What's the problem? You're in a party with like a million other people around. It's a small apartment. It seems like everybody's there. He's not gonna fucking devour you like here. It's like everybody would see, and people would stop it. So, like, I know this is like a horror mystery story or something, but I'm just like, I don't know. Boo, boo, boo. You can smell the blood in me. Well, don't stare at my arms like a cop with a flashlight. Stay the fuck away from me. So is Nushi like a vampire? Maybe that explains it all. Cop blood. What? I couldn't make any sense out of it. You got the wrong guy, I called over to him. The only thing I could think to say. And then I heard Cream, his rough voice, with a beer in one hand. Hey, Cub, shut the fuck up. And fuck is like all capital. That's fucking funny. What got Cream all riled up now? His voice cut through the room, and it was one of those times. Everything went more or less silent, and then everyone was looking at the Cub Kid. The Cub Kid, I have to say, shut right up. Well, for a second then, a shake ran through his whole body, and still staring at Cream, fearfully, pointed his finger accusingly at me. This fucking sicko vampire was gonna bite me. Alright, on that cliffhanger, almost 21 minutes, so bye!